maybe I have to work on my patience. It's not the way you want, is when the time is right. The time that the training most in my life is when I got my black belt.
André, talk to me. How did you start jiu-jitsu? So what was the first contact with martial arts that you had?
Well, I started doing capoeira first. My capoeira master, he went to do a performance in the school, and he saw me there doing some backflips and stuff, that because it was kind of, you know, when you grow up and do a lot of stuff in the field, the backflip and watch a lot of Black Kamen Rider or Jiraiya, just kind of movies that I used to watch when I was young on television, and that was giving motivation me to do that wild stuff. And he saw a potential in me. He gave me an opportunity to train capoeira, and then I started with capoeira first. I was 12 years old, and soon after I saw the first UFC on the videotape that Royce Gracie won. So, you know, the Ultimate Fighter. I said, oh man, that's the martial arts I'd like to do. Because a skinny guy beat a big guy like those guys, you know, for me it was kind of open mind, blow mind in terms of...
But at that time, you have started capoeira yet?
Yeah,
or no?
I did.
You were like training capoeira,
yes.
And then you watched the show, and then you wanted to like be more than just capoeira, or to
yes.
understand martial arts better.
In that time, I was doing capoeira for a little while, and then I noticed, because they are playing capoeira, sometimes they do a lot of clinch, do the double leg, baiana, they call, you know. I say, well, I have to maybe train jiu-jitsu for 3 months to get more skills, because this happened in capoeira game. At least I have a little bit more knowledge how to defend myself against those tackles, you know. I went to jiu-jitsu class, but I couldn't afford the membership because so expensive. Capoeira was... The guy was kind of helped me out with my payment. For me was I have to be good at school, and then if I be good in school, he was gonna let me to do capoeira as far as I was there. Was very, very hard, because in school.
Did you do good at school?
Well, I was there in the line, you know. Yeah. So I managed to get things.
And that was something very nice about jiu-jitsu before. Like, I think like the professors related a lot with the school. Like, you need to do well in school to do jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah. So what happened is, he was keep me kind of look after me in terms of, okay, you don't have to pay membership in capoeira, but you have to be good at school. So I have to keep my mind focused and to get well in school. But the fact that I couldn't pay the membership in jiu-jitsu class, I used to go in the windows, see what they are doing, you know, and memorize those techniques. And so, and then at weekend, when the capoeira class is finished, we shoot the door, and I always say to my friend, listen, I learned this kind of things in jiu-jitsu class. But a lot of stuff is illegal, but we didn't know because we wasn't there on the class, so we cannot play attention what's allowed, not allowed. So we used to kill each other inside of the car. We have no mats, we should be
twisting the knee, break the ankles.
All these things, you know. And then I have to wait until I'm 19 years old, because that time I got a proper job that I was able to afford the membership.
And how old are you when you were watching through the window the movements?
I was already 14.
14. So 5 years later.
Yeah.
And then you didn't like give up, you kept like
yes.
in your mind that even though you didn't have the money at that time, like one day you will do martial arts.
That's my goal.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, it was a struggle. Well, the membership one thing, to get the kimono is another thing. I say, man, I have to get a kimono for somehow, and then if you get the kimono, the membership will be easy, because kimono, you know yourself, in Brazil, years ago, a little bit more rough to get money, but difficult, you know?
Yeah, of course.
One of my friends asked, what do you like for your birthday? I say, kimono. I say, okay. Then all my friends think the kimono will be like something that's easy to buy now. But when you get there, I say, man, that kimono is so expensive, but they make
smart of you.
Well, you know, say, look,
what do you want, a kimono?
A kimono, yeah. But they managed to get some money from here, from there. They got me the first kimono. I said, that's it, now I'm done, you know. Got the kimono, signed my first membership. I saying sometimes.
And how is that felt? Like when you went to the gym and signed it up, and then you have the kimono. Like how is that feel? Can you remember?
Oh yeah, it was bought kimono. You know, I get the pack, brought home. put kimono straight away, white belt.
He's left.
Yeah.
He's
I never
left.
even know how to tie the belt. Look to the mirror, look right and left. Oh man, I can't wait, until to go to jiu-jitsu class on Monday. I went to jiu-jitsu class, but that time I was already 8 years on capoeira, doing capoeira, teaching classes and stuff. I went to jiu-jitsu class and said, oh man, I think I can give these guys a tough time, because
That's normal white belt.
Yeah, white belt thinking
That's normal white belt. I'm gonna go there.
I saw those guys, the skinny guys, say, oh man, I think I can be okay. Oh man, I get tapped so many times that day, and I say, okay, that's it. Doesn't matter how long gonna take to get my black belt, but that's martial arts I want to do from now on.
And what this resilience came from, like from where? Because I think it's just so nice that you had like scenes, you watch the movies, you just mentioned right now that you watch the movies over there and you want to be like those guys, but what this real fire came from, this resilience? Because for you to wait in 5 years, we understand, of course, like a dream, it gets something like in our way, like things get in our way sometimes. Even though like 5 years, no matter the situation that you were, you're just kept aiming for it, and from your past as well. So what's the fire that helped you to be so resilient to wait, that you knew you're gonna get it, that you knew you're gonna step, not just like on the other side of the window, but you actually gonna be inside of the class? What made you to moving forward on that?
Well, in terms of resilience, I don't know if it's resilience, but the way I come from, we don't have much option that time. It's kind of, maybe leave the school, help my dad in the farm, or maybe move to another city to try to become someone, because sometimes you see your father and your mom working hard, and my father couldn't even finish his school. My mom, she went until the 4th class only. So when you see, I have 3 sisters as well that's young, I say, man, I have to do something for them. Yeah, I know if I stay there, it's gonna be a little bit more challenge. And then
You were the only man in among like the son and the daughters.
Yeah.
You were the only one. Okay.
So I knew since I was young. I knew in a short period of time I have to leave them to try to be someone to able to support them. Sooner or later that will be on my back to support them. And then my dad and mom decided to move to Atibaia, that's close to São Paulo. But my dad didn't like too much that city. So he was a little bit sad, because he don't know, if you live in countryside, it's very hard to adapt it in a big city. Mm-hmm. He decided to move him back. And then that time where I got the membership from the capoeira. So that time I have to make a decision, or go back to my mom and dad and my sisters, or try to be someone in life. But to 12 years old is difficult. Today I see my father and my mom, like they are very brave to let me to stay there for that age, just 12 years old. Like
it's very young, yeah.
If my daughter say I want to live at 12 years old, they're gonna say, man. But I think if they didn't let me go, they will blame themselves for life if I don't do well. Mm-hmm. So I decided to stay with my uncle. My uncle he said to me, listen, once there's a house here, you can stay here with us, but I can't help you with the morning stuff. This part will be on you. So at 12 years old, I just have a place to sleep and food for the first year. And then I have to kind of work my way around to get some money, to take the bus. Well, along this was a lot of stories, so I have to walk 8 kilometers to get the bus.
I do always think it's inside of you and you believe so much that you can do it. Nobody can stop you, really. And you did, and then you did it even more. You came to Ireland, you set up your own gym. A person that didn't only look through the window, that is very remarkable. Like looking through the window, see the martial arts, picture yourself that one day you are going to be there, walk 80 kilometers to make this happen to you.
8 kilometers to get the bus. From the bus to the club is another 24, and then go back to the bus stop and then walking back. But this is at half 10 in the night. So we have to go through the kind of the forest. So it's very hard to see.
Oh yeah, that was this part as well. That was like very dark. There was no lights in the
No.
forest, and then you arrived like after like training session and really like walk all the way, like pray to God that nothing happens to you,
Yeah.
and which that makes you even tougher.
Well, yeah,
as
well, I
well.
don't know
Like how
tougher,
can
but-
how can you be afraid of like you can walk 8 kilometers like on the darkness? But tell me how was the idea of exploring this world and now come to Ireland and set up your own place?
Well, it was, I always want to live in Brazil as well. Not just, I say that's kind of, man, because I used to see, we did a lot of events, some Americans guys come to Brazil to do some kind of internship or helping out. And then also my father, he used to work in this Japanese family, and so happens my father used to go to the farm, and sometimes he left me with the Japanese family. So they would teach me a few things, and then a good combination Japan with martial arts. I say, oh, no. I was dreaming to
Blow your
to
mind.
blow my mind. And when I grew up with them until kind of around 8 or 9, but oh man, one day, I can hopefully gonna be able to make it. And then I got opportunity to go to Japan first.
And how long did you stay there?
4 years.
Wow. Do you know Japanese?
Well, just very basic words, because in the line production, they not let you to talk, because if you talk, you get distracted, and anyway, distracted can mess up with doing the.
Oz is a universal language, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How was the? Did you train over there in Japan?
I did.
And how is the training there? Is it different? Like it's because like we know like Japan brings a lot of discipline, but is it different? Like you can see this difference over there.
In Jiu Jitsu, I didn't see any difference. I see they are very technical as well. They have a good Jiu Jitsu too. I didn't do Japanese Jiu Jitsu. I did normal Jiu Jitsu there. I didn't train much as that I want to be, because the city that I wasn't many Jiu Jitsu there at that time. I was training once every 2 weeks, but I still signed my name into the competitions around. I got good results there, and then I got my purple belt there. In Japan, I love the discipline. Everything is working. I thank God I had this opportunity to work there, because I brought some stuff from Japan to my life, in terms of discipline. Don't be late, do this, do that, kind of, and then, but I need something else. I think in Japan, just work and go home and training. I need something else. And I was thinking as well, if I have to go to Brazil, it's too far. Maybe why not Europe? And I decided to come to Europe. And someone said to me, Ireland. And I decided to move to Ireland. I knew straight away that soon arriving in here, I have to find a gym, a jiu-jitsu gym. At least I can make friends. Because I kind of lost. No English. When I arrived here, nothing at all, zero.
And can you see as well, I think maybe this question, it's even more meaningful. Can you see yourself how far you have come?
Olha, I consider myself a very lucky guy. I start with my dad, my mom that plays in this world, and my capoeira master that helped me to give me the key to sleep in the gym. I'm just so blessed. I never thought I'm gonna open a gym one day. I think everything coming like natural and opportunities. Sometimes you land in a place that you never thought in your life. I knew I wanted to be a black belt, because that's one of my dreams. But to open a gym, I kind of wasn't sure. But the opportunity is coming. I went back to 2011. I have a bad time in here in Ireland, so I have to move to New Zealand for 3 months just to kind of just switch off a little bit, When I'm back to here, I kind of still lost, because I didn't know what to do. And then I went to live in Holt. I know a friend that he was opening his gym there, invited me to want to be start to open. He was doing Muay Thai, and then we would be doing Jiu-Jitsu there. So well, let's give it a go, let's see how things planning out, and with no pressure. And then that's the way we start. I start one student. The timetable was very bad. 9:30 in the evening.
At least you didn't have 8 kilometers to walk, I guess.
No, but I I have to cycle 26 kilometers a day because I have to. My work is in city center, so I have to come to city center in the morning on the bike, work as a kitchen port for 80 hours, cycling back, and then teaching class there, and then go home. So I was doing this 6 days a week, you know.
Guys, we're gonna have a grading today. People start coming along, so we're gonna make another plan, isn't it, Leo? We're gonna make another plan to catch André here. But André, one thing that I wanted people to know, and that's what I know so much about you as well. You have this amazing heart. You're always willing to learn. And then I do believe that's why you grow so much in your life. Because every time when we were talking to you, you were just like, really, we're very interested. You're always engaging with no matter what people that talks to you. Tell me a little bit more what this now in your waist, this belt represents to you.
Well, in terms of, I think, like I said, I got so many stuff in my life that, you know, like I said to you, great people, great opportunities, just my way to giving back. I just, you know, people come and sometimes, I don't feel, man, no, man, you'll be okay, you'll be, you know, even I lost so many students because they come here as well, they come here and say, oh, André, I don't know, I want to go to Brazil, I want to go back, I'm not doing well, and I say, listen, man, relax, take it easy, I have a guy there that can help you with that, I can find a job, and then off you go, then find a job and go. I don't like to say, I got this, I got that. No, it's just, you know, one day I have to go, and then the other thing is gonna stay, but the only thing I want is give you as much as possible, you know? And the black belt, resilience. Resilience is the key to getting there. Sometimes they always say, I don't have been training much. The time that the training most in my life is when I got my black belt. But before that, I always train once a week, maybe twice a week, because, you know, in Ireland you have to kind of pay bills, pay rent and stuff like this. I couldn't, you know. So resilience for me is the key, you know. Maybe I have to work on my patience. It's not the way you want, is when the time is right. So, you know, sometimes I wish to chasing, end up, you know, instead of, you know, man, take it easy, live the day, see what's around, you know, and take your time. It doesn't mean take your time that you're going to have to relax. Do your best.
Keep moving, but taking your time.
Exactly.
Could be sometimes at their speed, sometimes at their strength, lower their speed, isn't it? Yeah.
Because sometimes, for example,
I get it.
Sometimes, especially in promotion, for example, people, where's my next belt? My own thing is, that's the black belt that I want to achieve. That's my goal there. Doesn't matter how long I'm gonna take, but that's my goal. Could be 10 years. Yes, I didn't stay too much in white belts, in blue belt, but I stay a long time on a purple belt. Don't worry, if you get to promote very quickly now,
there's someone that you're gonna get it.
Yeah, you wanna. Yeah,
I think all of us, like, there's one belt that like got stuck, and we're like, okay, here I need to test my patience. It's like find the opportunity, right?
Exactly.
Like instead of like complain or like, oh, I'm not gonna get it, or like take that too personal, and instead of that, take that as opportunity to see what you can learn from there. I do believe once we take serious, the ones that coach, the ones that leading, eventually your students will take serious and see how much you are for that. But André, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you. It's always good to talk to you and train with you too and be coached by you. You are very inspiration for all of us.
Oh, thanks so much.
Your heart means a lot to all of us as well. We are very grateful to have you as owner of this gym. You're creating an amazing opportunity for the others to understand what really grow means. Yeah. Leandro, come over here. Leandro will be next. So today we had this chance. We couldn't miss it. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Ouça.